Chris, you ready to do the show? Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Let's bring you back. Label out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ice
Oh my God.
Coca-Cola for you.
Oh, I feel much better. Thank you.
Good. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it. I wasn't sure I could do the show.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Let's crack one of these. Oh, what's in the box? Greetings, film fans. Welcome to the Cinema Sandbox. I'm Christopher G.
I'm Jordan Sherwood. Thank you so much for joining us today.
He's a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. Today we're talking about a film that nearly sucked the will for me to continue living life out of my body, Mac and Me, from 1988.
Yeah, that was a trip down memory lane for me. Everybody knows the cliff scene. Anytime Paul Rudd goes on Conan to promote a film, and
Whatever the film is.
yeah, whatever the film is, anytime they cue up the clip, it's the wheelchair scene.
Yeah.
A lot of interest.
Let's show this clip from the final episode of Friends.
So this was produced by R.J. Lewis. He was a known producer at the time. He did Karate Kid, but he was also, I guess, an ad executive. And some of his biggest clients were McDonald's and Coca-Cola. The concept was selling these products, but also riding on the coattails of the popularity of E.T. from several years prior.
Of course, E.T., I don't need to tell everyone, but E.T. features pretty prominent role for Reese's Pieces.
So they wanted Skittles to be the new Reese's
The
Pieces.
new Reese's Pieces.
See if he likes this.
If Spielberg can do it, but again, we'll get into this a little more, but the difference in E.T. is that it serves a plot point in the film that you could justify, even though it is a product. It moves the story forward.
Because there was a story first to begin with.
It's not just, we're talking, and, oh, by the way, does anyone feel like a Coca-Cola? Sure. And the plot stops dead to focus on Coke.
Oh my God.
Here's your toe.
What?
Tuna on whole wheat.
Oh, thanks. Hey, come look at this.
And that's not to disparage some of the people who worked on it, who did noble work. Our main star, of course,
Jade Caligari.
the kid actor who, this is his only film, a kid who had a disability and was in a wheelchair and did his bravest to push through this film against all odds. And then for me, the composer of the film, Alan Silvestri. Honestly, probably the best money they ever spent on this film was Alan Silvestri, because it's a great score. I mean, it sounds like a big Hollywood movie score, and it does a lot of the heavy lifting.
It does so much lifting for the film. If you change the music at all, it would completely change the film.
Yeah, I want to rescore this film and do it as a horror movie, because there's some horrific moments in this film where I'm just like, this is nightmare fuel.
We had this on repeat in the VCR in the 90s. I was of an age, though, where I was not aware of the concept of product placement. It makes me wonder, though, what was my family doing with this tape?
And some things just get canonized as kids' movies. You know, like, oh, we've run out of Disney movies, or, you know, oh, I've seen E.T. 10 times. Well, this looks like E.T., let's get
But
that.
I saw this way more than I ever saw E.T. growing up.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be, you know, like, ragging on the film. I really want to take a look at it and see, you know, what's going on with this. Is this worth watching?
It's not the first or even the only film to have product placement.
I like to buy the world of Coke and keep it company. And the real I like to teach the world of sing to play harmony and picnic. And I'd like to buy the world of Coke and keep it company. It's the real thing.
But I think it takes that concept further than any film would ever be willing to do.
I think it's also...
Because it was a commercial first and foremost, with a film kind of wedged in.
That's nothing new, too. We were talking about that before we went on air. That, you know, as early as, what was it, 1896? Was that the French film that featured a soap cart that had a prominent brand of soap from the Lever Company? We all know Lever soap. And then, I guess the first Oscar winner, which is The Wings, featured a very prominent close-up of a Hershey bar. So, you know, it's always been there.
But it has never been so egregious.
So ham-handed, so obvious, so cynical.
Beating you to death with it.
And so nonsensical.
Christine Ebersole, who plays the mom,
right.
I'm not familiar with her.
Well,
looked her up. I saw that she was a cast member on SNL in the early 80s.
Oddly,
so
and
cool.
she was in a Best Picture winner. She's a major part in Amadeus.
Maestro? It's Turkish. My hairdresser says that everything this year is going to be Turkish.
If you go from Milos Forman to Stewart Raffill, actors got to pay the bills too. That's all I can say about that. We were listening to the director's commentary on this film. And the director, you know, he might be the nicest guy in the world. I don't know him personally.
He seems unaware that this has taken on a life of its own, or uninterested.
He's not self-deprecating at all. He doesn't even have a sense of humor about this film. Like,
one of my favorite things he said on there was talking about how you have to strike a delicate balance when it comes to product placement. You don't want to
He
show
actually
people,
addresses that.
He does, and he called it a delicate balance and said that you don't want to show people so much that they go, oh God.
Okay.
Does he talked about it as if he thinks that he struck that balance.
So the entire outcome of the plot hinges on the little alien creature getting a can of Coca-Cola in time to save his life.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
There's only 2 cans left.
That's fine, let's go! Come on, Eric!
The Coca-Cola saves his life.
And his family's life.
And his family's life.
By being force-fed Coca-Cola.
In fact, they reject water.
Yes.
Don't give the water, it's gotta be Coke. And the success rate of this treatment, this Coke treatment, is 100%. Yep. Just a few sips of Coke, these guys are good to go. So, miracle product, right?
Here we go. That's why we have it.
So I'm gonna have a little sip. Ah, delicious. All right, you ready? Am I gonna hate my life after watching this movie?
No, I think you're probably gonna want a Big Mac.
So we start on the home planet of these alien creatures.
I guess Mars.
And a NASA probe. And these family of aliens. It seems like they're the only ones there, though. I don't see any civilization or like buildings or anything. They're just hanging out open in the desert. Or
drinking stuff out of the ground with a straw that they somehow got on their planet. I don't understand.
Well, straws are universal.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, like mathematics is, you know, goes through the universe. They're ripping off the Gremlins theme, though. Do you hear it? And they get messing with this NASA probe, which has some kind of like suction thing that I guess sucks up samples.
They throw a rock at it, it sucks them up in the vacuum.
Yeah. Unlike E.T., which starts off with, what does the alien look like? Ooh, we're in the mysterious dark forest, and like, oh, we just see a little glimpse of this, and the ship's in the darkness and mist, and like set up the mystery, and we don't see E.T. until like, I don't know, 40 minutes into the goddamn film. We start off in Mac and Me with the whole fucking family is just like out in the open in broad daylight.
Full frontal nudity.
Full frontal nudity, they don't wear goddamn clothes.
They don't have genitals, but still.
Completely blows the mystery of what the aliens look like, and which doesn't make any sense because for the next hour of the movie, they play so coy about, oh, the aliens in this little kid's house sneaking around, and nobody in the family sees it. So they're keeping it as a mystery to all the characters, but we, the audience, have seen
everything.
But they're playing it off for the family like, oh, there's gonna be this big reveal. Who cares? We've seen them already.
Yeah.
So they get sucked up in this probe, and then the probe goes back to
the lab.
Earth, I guess.
Takes them right back, and then
we get some nice, I mean, I'm gonna give it credit. We get a nice little thematic when the ship's going through the cosmos, and we get some little Silvestri's cues. Feels like a big movie. The score gives you a little hope, like, oh, okay, well maybe it'll pick up for a minute, and maybe we'll get something.
Cover open.
They get to the lab, they break containment, the family goes one direction, and little baby Mac goes into traffic.
Oh, that was serious.
Why did it get so serious?
Isn't that kind of a theme of this movie, though? There's tonally, it's inconsistent.
Yeah, last time I saw this, I wasn't aware of things like tonal inconsistencies.
Like if you're gonna do that and make it a comedic scene, you know, you got the alien flattened in onto the windshield with his eyes going, blah, 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 then just make it funny, like near misses, like, woo, oh, you almost hit that car and you almost ducking and I don't know, the door gets knocked off or something. You don't have a multi-car pileup where like lights are.
They kept cutting back to the patients in the car, like being extracted and like covered in fire extinguisher foam and on fire. And
it's weird.
But Mac finds his way to the Cruz family.
Quickly.
This is where he gets his first taste of authentic American Coca-Cola.
With eyes.
Oh, great house, man.
The Cruz family moves to, well, the actual house is located in Calabasas. When they get to the house, the mom is showing the kid around, saying, look, this is all one level.
Low counters, wide hallways.
All accessible to you. A lot of thought went into purchasing this house, apparently, except for
small detail.
The big cliff in the back. Oh, and by the way, how can she afford that house?
Mom, relax. You've already got the job.
You look great.
She works at Sears and she has a house like that?
Oh, no, that's totally doable in the 80s. Sears probably gave her that house.
Yeah, what's your first job in 10 years?
They're like, oh, well, it's a signing bonus for coming out here from Arizona. We're going to give you a 3-bedroom house in the valley.
Jesus Christ.
And then now she's the one on Facebook going, why don't these millennials work harder? And they're all lazy, and then with their avocado toast and their $7 lattes.
I mean, dude.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Looks like you'll be an interesting addition.
They move in, they meet the neighbors. We've got Debbie and Courtney who live next door, a big sister who works in McDonald's,
And
as we all find out.
Well, because she never takes her uniform off.
Oh yeah, she wears it everywhere.
I gotta say, it's a nice little outfit. You know, it's like a little rugby shirt and some nice slacks. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have a green Skittle. Oh, that's so refreshing.
Very refreshing.
Why don't you have one?
This is a lime-flavored Skittle.
It actually kind of tastes like dried gum you'd find underneath the table.
Mm-hmm. That's actually how they make this. As the family moves into the house, the alien is still causing hijinks, wandering around, drilling holes in the walls. That's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Look what your brother did to the door! All the time, the mom thinks that the kids are doing this.
Michael, Eric, what have you done?
I didn't do it, Mom.
Oh.
Eric is dead set on getting people to believe what he's seeing, this alien. So he hatches a plan to capture it, kind of similar to the E.T. thing. Yeah. Instead of Reese's Pieces, he leaves him a trail of Coca-Cola. And with Debbie's help, traps him with a vacuum.
Don't hurt him! You're hurting him!
Oh, fuck. That looked really damaging to her spine.
They let him back out of the vacuum. It looks like he's barely clinging to life, like dying, withering on the floor like a dried husk.
Is that where they discover the Coke revives him?
Yeah. So they turn the label towards the camera and give him the life elixir to bring him back. And he instantly springs up and is okay.
This must be like what they drink on their own planet.
With the house put back in good shape, the mom and the kid go out for a jog, and for some reason the alien is, I guess he's driving an RC car because he can control electronics. That's one of the things they can do.
Sure, okay.
What is that? Don't hit him! What, is he crazy or something?
So we get a dog chase scene. Well, this is the best part.
This is the best part. This is like Monon. Oh.
He's so fast.
That one was fast.
That is what it reminded me of, was that Tati film. The score is better than it has any right to be. And so is the soundtrack. There's some very, very 80s songs.
I'm going to chalk that up to nostalgia on your part.
Bobby Caldwell. I guess if we do have any kind of a plot, it is the government agents that are trying to track him down.
Like, I get it. You want to make a movie like, oh, I liked E.T., let's do something inspired by. Don't literally go to the same neighborhood, basically, and then don't have FBI agents or government agents that look exactly like they look in E.T. with the suits and the ties and the sunglasses. I mean, put a little bit of thought into it. Anything that's not just a retread of what we've seen before, because when they do that, what do you think producers think? Do you think producers are going to think a 12-year-old is going to sit there and go, yes, I recognize this as being very similar to a movie I really like, so therefore I like this movie. Is that how they think people's minds work?
They follow them to the birthday party at McDonald's. This is the whole point of the film, by the way.
This is the money shot. This exceeds all notions of reality and time and space.
Wait, so there weren't dance crews in the parking lots of every McDonald's back in the 80s?
Well, watching this movie, one would think so. Watching this movie, you would think, oh, McDonald's is like the nicest place in the world. It's clean and got a diverse group of community, you know, and it's like everyone's singing and dancing, and there's football jocks like doing choreographed moves, and the Ronald McDonald, not a Ronald McDonald, the Ronald McDonald is there. Unbelievable amounts of fun being had at this McDonald's.
So they put him inside of a teddy bear costume.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he gets in on the dance sequence, and I think that's kind of what tips the agents off. So that's when the chase begins. They chase them all through the valley.
Come on! Come on!
In lieu of a bicycle, it's a wheelchair.
Right.
Maybe that's why they wanted the wheelchair so badly, because they didn't want to do a bicycle that would be too close.
True.
That's probably where they worked backwards from there.
That was not a bad shot, because the kid was in it, and they choreographed the cars and everything. I give them a little credit for that shot. That was like a 40-year-old guy, did you see? Yeah, they did not anticipate high definition home video.
They escape the agents, I think with the help of Mike and Courtney, the older kids.
They get a van.
They get the van. And then they're on the run. They've gotten some clues from little baby Mac as far as where the family is, because I think they can communicate long distance with their little whoo. Courtney, McDonald's chick, she goes and gets a glass of water for little baby Mac.
Oh, right.
The address. Wait, give me that again?
Why don't you give it to me?
All right.
Here, Mac.
He's like, nah. No water.
He
for
does
me.
not want that water.
Nope.
Fuck that water.
Give me the Coke. Give me the Coke. They go out to this mine shaft where they find his family.
Languishing and near death, right?
Like, I think he even touches one of the eyeballs at one point just to see if it moves.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
And just like little baby Mac earlier in the film,
Right.
they bring them back to life.
Everything's better with Coke.
It is. Original taste. Delicious and refreshing. So they look horrible in the sunlight.
Which they almost always show them in bright, full lit sunlight.
They looked okay in the cave.
That was when I started to say, okay, this is how they should be lighting them. A little bit of smoke, a little bit backlighting.
I think they look their absolute worst inside the supermarket.
All right, buddy. Just a promotional game.
Things escalate quickly.
Tell him to back off! No! Give me the gun! Get out of here!
And as soon as the aliens go back to the van, they're all in this standoff.
Anyway! Drop him!
Oh, he did get killed. We have to talk about the alternate versions of this.
Well, okay, the alternate version is just like including a shot that they cut from the theatrical version, from what I can tell.
Right. But you remember
one shot.
Drop him!
This is a child in a wheelchair. Now, I would say it was the 80s. I guess it was released theatrically like that, but on a home video,
They just cut that one shot.
that shot was excised from the film.
So when the explosion happens, you see the kid's limp body in the chair.
And you don't really know what happened.
I think as a kid, I just assumed that the explosion hurt him or
killed
something.
him or whatever, right.
But
what I read was that in Japan, they retained that shot. So if you get if you got a VHS tape from that from Japan, it would have included the child murder. Jesus Christ.
So he's not dead for long because the aliens come and do their little whistle thing.
And because
heal
there's
him.
Coke.
We should just
try
have
giving him
this
Coke
on hand at hospitals across America.
Yeah, it should just be a standard remedy. They used to try to tell us that not to use Coke to douche with after sex because it wasn't a viable birth control.
Where did that start?
I have no idea.
Probably Coke.
But we had literally sex ed where they said, these are the things that do not act as contraception things.
That sounds a lot more comprehensive than the sex ed I got.
Standing up and jumping up and down after sex, that won't work.
It doesn't?
No. Douching with Coke doesn't work.
What about Pepsi?
Pepsi might work. Yeah. Praying doesn't work.
That's not true.
Drinking bleach doesn't work. I don't know.
That I will perform work of national import.
They are granted citizenship at the end.
The greatest gift to alien life is to grant them American citizenship. That's the end all and be all. Rick, welcome to our smog-addled.
Oh man, yeah, it was worse than.
This is 2 hours of my life I'll never get back.
Yeah, I've
they
put
say.
a lot more hours than that into this.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna get those back.
You're never gonna get that
But
back.
hey, childhood memories.
And you remember I was talking about when we did the death race, how, fucked up I am because, this explains a lot about this is what fucked you up, right?
Yeah, it didn't help.
I'm just kidding.
It definitely didn't help. Let's go to our rewind section if we're done with the plot.
Yes, I'm very done with the plot.
Okay. We, all throughout this film, kept on saying that we're not supposed to see it like this.
We watched it on a brand new Blu-ray disc, upscaled to 4K on our laser projector on a large screen.
What's with his nutsack cheeks also?
They didn't look like that when I was a kid. They were much smoother figures on the tape. This is too high definition.
It's not flattering to the analog
we
world.
We weren't meant to see it like this.
It betrays the analog world whence it emerged.
Yeah. It was not meant to be seen like this. It was meant to be watched on a VHS tape that's being run into the ground by some kid.
On a black and white or small color a CRT screen that has a loose connector and one little mono speaker.
We should not be seeing all of these details.
No.
Oh my God.
The stunt people are like sticking out. You're like, that is not a little boy. That's a 45-year-old woman in a wig.
The alien. The skin,
suit
the faces.
looks shit.
You can see all the seams.
You can see the join parts, yeah.
It made the crotchal areas look all weird. Like there's these folds.
You're saying they didn't think that was going to be scrutinized so closely.
This film is known as a ripoff of E.T.
That's a kind description. You should say shameless ripoff.
Yeah. It's really not that uncommon in the industry. There's all sorts of ways in which this happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's born out of spite. Sometimes it's just a coincidence.
Anytime anything is a success, whether that's food or clothing or film, somebody's going to try to copy.
Everybody's trying to do Dubai chocolate right now.
Right. There was this tradition in the 70s and 80s of Italian filmmakers who were blatantly ripping off the Jaws, The Exorcist, a lot of different Spielberg movies, Star Wars, type of stuff. Some of them were literally sued or blocked by, I think it was The Last Shark, or one of those shark ripoffs that Universal Studios actually successfully stopped, had it pulled from theaters, because they're like, dude, no.
One of the earliest examples that I became aware of as a kid was whenever A Bug's Life and Antz came out at around the same time. That had my 11-year-old ass wondering, like, what's going on here? Jeffrey Katzenberg, who left for DreamWorks.
Three of the most powerful men in Hollywood are getting together to form a major new studio. Former Disney studio chief Jeffrey Katzenberg, filmmaker Steven Spielberg, and media mogul David Geffen.
On his way out, he was aware that they were working on a bug movie.
He knew what was in production.
Yeah. So he's like, well, fuck it. I'm going to make my own bug movie and release it 6 weeks before. There we have Antz.
James Cameron had been working really for many years on The Abyss.
An American nuclear submarine went down.
Which was this huge, at the time, mammoth production that was, super complicated because it was really shot underwater. This was going to be the sci-fi event of the century or whatever. So everyone went scrambling to get their underwater movie. We had Leviathan come out around the same time. We had Deep Star 6 come out. We had Lords of the Deep come out at the same time, all featuring crews trapped in underwater bases, some variation of alien or monster creature or...
So did that have an impact on his numbers?
It might have, because The Abyss did not do well.
Yeah.
It was sort of disappointing.
People were already tired of underwater
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I mean, maybe aquatic fatigue. I don't know.
I don't find the cheapness very charming with these asylum films, though.
No. In the case of the asylum films, those are clickbait.
Yeah.
They come up with ideas like, let's combine Amityville Horror and The Exorcist, get a good poster, whatever that is, at least
thumbnail,
whatever the thumbnail is, and if we get somebody to click on it, that's all we care. We do not care about what is in the movie.
This was not the only E.T. ripoff. Some of the most well-known ones, Nuki.
They might be even worse than Mac and Me.
I'm
not sure.
In the tradition of E.T. and Close Encounters of a Third Kind,
What in the world?
Comes a magical adventure of two pairs of brothers from different universes. Nuki.
This one, I think, as we've said before, just falls into a category all its own. Because not only is it a ripoff, I think McDonald's and Coca-Cola should be listed as the executive producers on this instead of this R.J. Lewis guy, because they are the ones who are clearly calling the shots.
And I don't want to punch down, kid performances sometimes are just awful, and the kid in this is not bad. The film is not his fault.
No.
But, I don't see any artistry really, besides, again, the score. But I don't think anyone in the history of, any commentators in cinema would say Stewart Raffill is like a standout director. I think
I've never heard of him.
If you're interested in him, you're really interested in like the little dark corners of cinema. I don't have any interest in looking at any of this guy's other films just based on this. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm missing some gems.
I have a feeling you're probably not.
I would be surprised.
As I was thinking of what I would recommend to watch after this,
right.
Let me let you into my thought process here.
Okay.
I was trying to come up with something that I liked a lot as a kid in the 90s that maybe if I revisited wouldn't be as good.
This is the best left as a memory category.
That's kind of what I was trying to dig up here. So I thought of, and for even more reasons than just that, Blank Check from 1994.
Give that check to your dad. He'll know what to do with it.
Blank check. $1 million.
Yes! I worked hard to steal that money, Peterman. You gave it to some zit-faced little kid?
Now, America's smallest millionaire.
Nice to meet you. Hop in. I didn't actually mean hop in.
Is about to become a big-time spender.
I'm gonna go buy some stuff.
Blank Check.
Kid?
Gary?
You are on a roll.
Yeah.
I loved this movie as a kid because it was just like a fantasy. Like, what would a kid do if you gave him unlimited cash? It's very, very steeped in the product placement as well. But there's a story.
Right.
It's not just product placement with a little bit of story kind of wedged in.
I'm going to recommend something, and we just watched this last night.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get your reaction. What did you think of it?
I thought it was a lot of fun. I'd never even heard of this movie before, but we literally watched it right after Mac and
We did, yeah. Vinegar Syndrome, who is right on. We love Vinegar Syndrome. They release everything from vintage porn to nudie films to slasher, grindhouse gore films to Joe Dante's Explorers.
Don't you wonder what's out there? I mean, up in the universe, on other planets.
You believe everything you see in the movies.
We'll call it the Jules Verne. No, we could call it the Einstein.
How about the Thunder Road?
1985 came out to little fanfare because it was the victim of a regime change at Paramount Pictures. The new regime did not stand behind this film and, in fact, said to Joe Dante, hey, we're going to release this film next month, so whatever you're doing, stop and just tie it up and get it out. Dante has always considered this an unfinished film. As a kid, I didn't care. I didn't really notice. I loved it because it was about 3 kids, screen debuts of Ethan Hawke and River Phoenix.
Probably around these kids' age whenever this
I was
came out.
exactly these kids' age, yeah. And Jason Preston, who plays the third character, making contact with an alien species, building their own spaceship out of a carnival ride, and going up into space and making contact with these aliens who, spoiler alert, turn out to be kids just like they are. Joe Dante, as we've mentioned before, always has his tongue in his cheek a little bit. And he's always just like got a sense of humor about what he's doing. As opposed to like Stewart Raffill on this, who, acts like he was saving, he was inventing the cure for cancer in this film or something.
You have to achieve a delicate balance to work all the Coca-Cola into your film.
This is a brand new 4K transfer. It's got all sorts of extras, which I haven't even begun to explore. But of course, standout for me is Jerry Goldsmith's score. One of the great adventure scores from this period. And our friend Dick Miller, who has
He has such a big role
He
in
has
this.
such a big role.
It's
And
awesome.
it's actually been cut down. He had a much bigger role. So I don't know if there's extended scenes on here. I'd watch it. But yeah, he's like the grown-up version of the kids who always had these dreams of going to space, but he became a helicopter pilot instead. That was the closest thing.
He sees them go to space like, hell yeah.
He's like, yeah, way to go, kid.
It's also really interesting that, after decades of people watching this, on standard definition, VHS or DVD, they get the 4K version at home, and they're not going to have the same reaction that I did to this.
No, this looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is how, because Joe Dante knows how to shoot a movie. He knows how to shoot the aliens. He knows how to light creatures. He knows how to come up with an interesting design. Rob Bottin, who did the effects, the alien creatures from The Thing, who is like a master creature creator. I mean, these creatures are unlike anything you've seen. They're really odd, and I love that the way the little things on the antenna move really fast. You know, it's just really memorable.
What's the matter with him? I don't know. Here, you want some?
We've got Mac and me in the sandbox. I'm saying bury this motherfucker. I never want to see this movie again. I suggested we burn it on the grill upstairs so that there was one less copy of Mac and Me in the world. But maybe that's a little excessive, and I don't want any more microplastics in the atmosphere.
Wow.
So, and in a way, I'm glad there are movies like this because, you know, like a lot of people have issue with, you know, the so bad it's good movies is that there are opportunities to feel superior about a film. It's like, no, I take every film at face value. What are you giving me? What am I bringing to the film as well? Got nothing out of this film. There's nothing artistic out of the film. There's no good ideas. There's no good performances. There's nothing visual to look at. I just think it's a complete write-off.
I am going to reluctantly also decide to bury it. It's a childhood memory best left as a childhood memory.
I think let it exist as the meme it is now. Thank you.
I don't feel bad for not liking something that McDonald's and Coca-Cola made.
Yeah. It might be the worst movie we've reviewed on this show
so far,
and that's fine. We need to look at bad movies to know what we got to
have a baseline.
We got to have a baseline. But yeah, it's like there's plenty of movies that I think are quote unquote bad movies that I would recommend. I would say, it's so poorly made and but there's a charm there.
Or it's bad, but it's special to me for some reason. McDonald's isn't special to me.
No. And yeah, this just doesn't work on any level. So well, that's our look at Mac and Me. Let us know in the comments below what you think. We'd be interested in hearing. If there's any defenders of this movie, any Mac and Me apologists out there, let us know if we've completely missed the boat on this and there's some...
Please tell us how we're wrong.
There's some life-altering subtext that we completely glossed over, some reading of this film that we were just not privy to. Would be happy to hear about it. I'm Christopher G.
I'm Jordan Sherwood. Thank you so much for joining us.
And we look forward to seeing you in the Cinema Sandbox. Take care. Cheers. Oh, no, give me that. I want the straw.
Oh, yep.
Mm.